What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DOA Hitman, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about some things, not really personal things, obviously, because I'm not one of those types of people. So let me explain. There was the original intent today of doing the 200 um supporter, you know, stream I was planning, which was basically 200 supporters, and I would hit when I hit that milestone, I was gonna do basically what I call the Deadpool challenge, which was basically if anybody knows the you know anti-swear challenge, which is or the swear no swearing challenge, which is basically trying not to swear the entire stream. Basically, the challenge was supposed to be for mine was going to be basically what you do is you go on stream, you basically do basically what you'd expect Deadpool to do: swear, make crude senses of humor with innuendos of joking, about different sexual things, that kind of nature. Like just try and be a Deadpool joking kind of humor. Now that's that. Now, in regards to this, where do I see them standing this season? Because I know it's preseason, and preseason can have some, some effects on things. It could also have some opinions. Basically what I'm saying is this. Basically, preseason, even though it's considered something that means something in the end, not every instance regarding preseason actually means anything. Sometimes people just say that for the sake of saying it, but you never know. Sometimes preseason can have an influence on what people think of a team, and then they might overextend on that expectation and then regret it in the end. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, but that's beside the point. Now, my opinion, I just saw a video from a channel called RBT where they did their opinion on what teams they think are going to go where this season with their top five. I'm going to give my top five NFL teams and where I think they will be in regards to the Super Bowl status for this season. In dead last, I probably see somebody along the lines of maybe probably the Jets. I mean, nothing against the team, just come on. Has anybody ever expected the Jets to do anything as of late with like the way their lineup is? No. Here's what my opinion is, though. I'm not going to give a top list. I'm just saying, in my opinion, they're at the bottom of the list. Next up, honestly, I think would be probably somebody like the Saints. Yes, they have Breeze. Yes, they have a bunch of rookie players that are good. Yes, they could probably have a chance. But I don't know. I don't want to assume they're going to make it, and they're not. But where do I think my team, New York Giants fans, stand up, represent? Where do I think this team stand in regards to the NFL season? My opinion, Bills Super Bowl, baby. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Eli plays like he's been, like I said, in that preseason game. See, week one of preseason. Eli threw for 4 complete passes out of a 7 pass attempt. That's a 4 for 7 pass attempt to pass completion to attempt ratio. That is one of his best ratios he's had between preseason and regular season that I've seen when he starts for the most part for the first few quarters or so. Not to mention that their alternatives are not they're not the greatest, they're not the worst. I just feel like that playbook, the playbooks they had used up until they had gotten Saquon, always like basically what I mean by that is basically up until the Giants drafted Saquon Barkley and some of their players being injured and stuff, they didn't have the offensive coverage or the ability to run as much as they want. Last decent running back has been gone for a while. I think the last time they had a decent running back was back when they had defeated the Patriots for the second time in the Super Bowl, if I'm being honest. Have they had any running game since? No, not really. Could they pass? I mean, they had good wide receivers. Had a good tight end at the time, but they didn't have what do I consider it? Basically, they didn't have an offensive line that could block, and they didn't have a defensive line that could defend long enough for the offensive, side of things to actually get the ball moving and actually score some points. But now, if you look at their lineup, they have who do they got back now? Let's see. I mean, they got Nate Soldier on the defensive line there. He could really help. They've got for their offense, for like their players they can go to for getting the ball out of Eli's hands and scoring. They've got um, they've got Beckham, OBJ, Odell Beckham. They've got Evan Ingram, I believe it is. They've got Saquon Barkley in the backfield if they need to run it. I believe they have Cruz. You know, their team, honestly, in my opinion, if you look at their roster, you compare it to half the rosters in the NFL right now, I think theirs is surprisingly the most stacked. You know, like I'm even gonna go look at the roster because Madden 18 has the most current roster. So I'm gonna go look at their roster and see how the I'm sorry for the bad lighting. I'm just going upstairs, so you're not gonna get great lighting until I get in my room. We're gonna see how the Giants roster truly looks here from there. So one moment while I pull up Madden 19. And yes, I push the button, just down, and I'm not risking that. Also, I don't know if you can tell, my door, if you can see, is not properly set up, so every time that over there, which is the window, as air blow through, if it goes right, it'll circulate. That door will get pulled open, and then it'll slam itself shut, and it'll rinse and repeat. So, if you guys hear a random bang or something, it's probably that because of that window being open and the wind circulating. Because I can't even keep that door open. If I put it open, the only way I'm going to keep it open is if I put my garbage bin right in front of it to hold it open. Otherwise, it shuts itself. Also, apologies for any background noise you're hearing. Because apparently or people trying to do things. Also, all rights you're hearing right now, all rights go to the original creator of it, which I believe his name is Kristen Gray, and the song is Please. I think it's called Stop Me. It's a really good song. I've listened to it on YouTube a few times and Spotify. Also, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. You can see that's the quality of the game. Like, I mean, my phone's not gonna do it justice, but it looks miles and miles ahead of what Madden 18's quality was. Like, holy crap. Alright, we're gonna dismiss the Gatorade player thing. Let me just go turn off the in-game music real quick. Otherwise, I'm gonna be able to wait. Manage settings here. Give me one sec. I just pray that you guys can't hear the music, because otherwise I'm at risk. No, that's not what I need. No, stupid fucking PS4. There we go. Alright. Thanks. Also, I'm going to show you guys here. Check this out. We're going to go... nope, go out of that. Now check this out. I'm going to show you the current Giants roster. This team... Whoo, with the current accuracy, if it's accurate. Because like I said, it even includes the accurate injuries and everything. Here's our team lineup right here. We're going to start focusing on only the offensive line. Current quarterbacks are Loretta, Webb, and Eli. So you got to kind of rely on Eli. And then you've got Jonathan Stewart, Saquon Barkley, Gallman Jr., Shane Smith as your as your fullback. I think, yeah, Shane Smith fullback. In your wide receiver positions, you've got Odell Beckham, you've got Shepard. Who I honestly forgot about Sterling Shepard. I'm sorry about that. Russell Shepard, Roger Lewis Jr., Cody Latimer, Travis Rudolph, Caleb Raymond, Hunter Sharp, Amba Towel. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Marquise Bundy, I think is his last name, or that one. And then you've got, like I said, Evan Ingram. You've got Rhett Ellison, Gerald Adams, O'Malley, Carter, and Diazi, I think is how it's pronounced. Tackles, look at that. Nate Solder, left tackle for the New York motherfucking Giants, baby. You also got Wheeler and Gates. In your left guard position, Hernandez, Omame, I think is how it's pronounced, and Cooper. Centers, Jones and Halapio, I think, or Halapio. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. Forgive me for that. John Jerry, John Greco, Christian Sokoli, right tackles, Flowers. You got Eric Flowers on there. He's actually really good. Believe it or not, you gotta give him a chance. Oh, what did I hit? No, go back. So let me go back into the, I believe it's the right guard. Yep. There's the right hand one. There. Becton. And then you got Wynn, Hill, Francis, Tomlinson, Morrow, Williams, and Chavis. Oh my goodness, I don't care. And you got Harrison Sr., Thomas, and McIntosh. And your defensive tackles, your left outside linebackers. You've got Kareem Martin and Avery Moss. Middle linebackers, they got a crap ton of these guys. You got I hope I pronounced this right. Ogletree, Goodson, Herzlich, Armstrong, Calvin Munson, and Armbruster. And then you got Vernon, Olivier Vernon. He's a really good player. Watch out for him as a linebacker. He's a really good linebacker. You got Carter, and then you got Romeo Okara. Your corners, you got Jenkins, Janoris Jenkins, and Eli Apple. They're pretty good. You got William Gay, B.W. Webb, Dion, Lewis Harris, Grant Haley, and then you got Teddy Williams, which I find funny because there's a bunch of people with that same name and they could be mistaken for like a wrestler or one of those other things that have that name. Your free safeties, Darian Thompson, Andrew Adams, Riley, and Chandler. You got Collins, Thomas, Orion Stewart. Your kicker. If we lose him, we've lost our kicker because we don't have one unless we draft one or pick up one in free agency or something where we sign for one later when the season actually goes and gets underway. Same goes for our punter, Riley Dixon. And that is the entire New York motherfucking Giants motherfucking team roster, baby. So now back to your boy on cam here. So yeah, basically that's the roster. I mean, I don't know exactly what else I can tell you other than that's the roster. And you could see, I was playing, I'm going to show you this. I was playing a game against the Giants, and look at that score against the Texans. Yeah, I get that I'm only playing 6-minute quarters, but. And then I want you guys to check this out. I know this is like where you can make your own team. It's called Ultimate Team, but I think you guys will find this really cool. And also, apologies for shaky camera. I literally am using my phone and I have to hold it with my hand. Also, I know who that YouTube channel is, KKS. I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you eventually. I'm going to improve my team, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to crush you before this challenge is over with. Anywho, here's what our roster looks like overall total right now. I mean, yeah, it's a 73 overall, but ignore that. We've got the in-game long shot, Devin Wade. We've got James Winston as the backup. Tight end, Rob Gronkowski, Martin. You can see there's Odell there. Flavors, which is a guy in the game. Halfback. I actually prefer him than most of the halfbacks I've used, except in Madden 18 when I used Saquon Barkley consistently. And you've got Terrell Davis, who I also had. I think I had him as a 96 in Ultimate Team in 18, which is funny. 80 overall, Jerry Rice. Then you got those guys, which are just ones that are part of that long shot mode. Evan Ingram. You can pretty much see this is my lineup for my custom Ultimate Team. Now, if I were to do a legit draft, I don't think I'd ever get a good of a team as in real life, but yeah, basically that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about was just football. Like I said, I wanted to get my thoughts on where I think teams will stand. I mean, honestly, the only thing I'm worried about is that the team that everybody has been underestimating, I hate to admit it, but I think the Browns could be a team to be reckoned with if they're if you're not careful. So yeah, watch out for them. But other than that, I think, like I said, New York Giants fans, stand up, represent your team. With that, I'm gonna leave y'all to it. Peace out. DOA. signing off.